guided by the fighter mentor. Listen with the attention of someone witnessing something rare. This is not the sound of quick motivation. It is the account of someone who learned to hear what remains when the noise fades. If this is helping you right now, leave a like, hit the bell, and subscribe to the channel. Discipline is not the beating of drums. It is born in small windows of calm moments, when you reduce noise and allow intention to take shape. It is a quiet gesture repeated until it gains strength. Closing the tab, putting the phone away, sitting down without rush. It does not ask for public bravery. It demands non-negotiable presence. These silent intervals, accumulated, create an invisible momentum, and suddenly, the map of your day is no longer the same. Focus is not a spark that explodes and fades. It is a tide that returns again and again, carving its path into stone. It does not need spectacle. It requires daily return. Look, remove distraction, come back to what matters. Each return hardens a nerve attention until the choice becomes automatic. Now close your eyes. Visualize 2 brief images, not long stories, but windows that remain. Image 1, the piece of ceramic. An artisan breaks a piece by accident. Instead of throwing it away, they pick it up and notice a line. Days later, with patience, that line becomes a design. The cracked piece becomes unique. There was no luck. There was sustained attention on a flaw most would discard. Image 2, the gas station at 5 a.m. Engine humming. Yellow light on the display. An old attendant arranges a shelf, cleans a glass, removes an old newspaper. No one sees, but the shop next door starts receiving customers earlier. The bar opens with less rush. A quiet rhythm reshapes the neighborhood. Small acts of care create climate. Climate becomes routine. Routine becomes reputation. Discipline is the climate of your attention. It does not demand heroism. It demands repetition with respect for your limits. Mental health is not a list of recommendations. It is a ground that receives your actions. Protect your sleep as if it were a contract with your future. Eat with intention, not guilt. Move to oxygenate your decisions. This is not a soft skill. It is infrastructure. Listen carefully to this short scene it explains without dogma. Scene, the studio door. A door with a simple latch. Whoever closes it knows. Work happens here. Whoever leaves it open knows. Life happens here. By observing, the neighborhood adjusts its rhythm, the space is respected. The latch is not punishment. It is an agreement. Now I speak of a concept few like to hear. Productive friction. It is not about making life harder. It is about designing small barriers that push you toward the right action, an anchor that removes temptation from the path. If this is helping you right now, leave a like, hit the bell, and subscribe to the CH. Anel, healthy discipline creates agreements, not punishments. Agreements the environment recognizes and begins to respect. It organizes simple boundaries that make action more natural than distraction. When those boundaries are clear, the mind stops wasting energy fighting itself. The space begins to cooperate. Time gains meaning. Choices become lighter, and brute effort gives way to calm consistency built with respect for your own rhythm. Not everything needs to be said. Many changes begin with signals. An object on the table, a mug used only for writing, a clock that doesn't ring, signals that mark mental territory. The cinematic routine here is about rhythm, not script, a rhythm that protects attention and allows creativity to emerge without being suffocated. Now a sound image, slow footsteps in an empty hallway, the faint click of a pen, the sound of paper turning. These become your soundtrack when you learn to hear your own persistence. I'm not asking for a task list. I'm asking you to care for the ground where your decisions will land. Less volume, more fertile soil. Let me give you a short story, no forced moral, just clarity. Title: The Secondary Fountain. A square had a small, unused secondary fountain. Someone brought a pot and planted a herb there. They watered it lightly. Observed. Months later, the green drew attention. Children gathered. People sat nearby. The square came alive. A small action changed how the space was used. That is discipline. It reshapes context when sustained. What separates those who persist from those who wait is a practical decision. To remain present when nothing rewards you. Is it tiring? Yes. Is it simple? Also. Is it effective? Inevitably. Deep focus requires clear boundaries. A boundary is a gesture that communicates. Here, now I work. It is not about exhausting hours. It is about clarity at the start and commitment to the process. Breathe with me, a single gesture to bring body and mind into alignment. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. Feel the edges of thought settle. Now visualize this. 6 months from now, you open an old file and find a short note from yourself, simple, but proof that you showed up. That is not destiny. That is evidence. And evidence is what changes stories. A short warning. Avoid rituals that turn into punishment. If a habit starts draining more energy than it gives, reconfigure it. Discipline that harms does not build, it destroys. Final narrative: use it as your engine, not your disguise. See your days as scenes directed by you. Some will carry tension. Others will carry breath. Don't save only the best ones. Show the real ones. I close with a strong image, a cold forge. The hammer does not strike constantly. It appears, strikes with precision, and returns a shadow. Transformation happens in the silence between blows. Build in silence. The world will recognize the work later. What truly lasts is not born from noise, but from patient repetition. While many chase immediate applause, those who choose consistency work away from the spotlight, strengthening foundations no one sees. And when results finally appear, they seem sudden to observers. But to the one who built in silence, they are simply the natural outcome of continuing. If you felt this, come back. We don't seek shortcuts here. We seek language. Those who return, practice. Those who practice, change their course.